Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, guys, wherever in the world that you are today. Today I'm in Phuket at Phuket International Airport, about to catch my flight back to Bangkok. And I know a lot of people usually travel to Thailand, usually try to decide between Bangkok or Phuket. And I just basically wanted to make a quick video to maybe help anyone out there that might be trying to decide whether or not they wanted to go to either place and some of the advantages or disadvantages of going to either place. So, like I said, if you're planning a trip to Thailand, you're probably asking yourself, Bangkok, Phuket. As soon as you land in Phuket, ultimate island vibes immediate. It's like a tourist destination. It feels like a tourist hub. As soon as you land in Bangkok, it feels like chaos automatically. It's a bustling city that never sleeps. Street stalls, food markets everywhere. Phuket has a super relaxed atmosphere as soon as you land. It's like coming to an island in the Caribbean, to be honest. It reminds me of Barbados in certain aspects as well when it comes to the airport. You immediately just fall into this holiday mindset as soon as you arrive here. You feel very, very loose. You feel very ready to fall into tourist traps, and you feel as though you're being treated like a tourist. You feel special in that way. So, for those of you who want quite an authentic experience, it's not as though you can't find it in Phuket, but you'd probably have to go off the beaten paths, because everywhere in Phuket you find elephants, you find a lot of tourist traps, a lot of ATV rides. So, and I didn't want to call them tourist traps because they are, you know, at the end of the day, tourist activities. So, you find loads of tourist activities. You find a lot of elephants, ATV rides, hikes, all of that stuff. So Phuket gives you a more of an outdoor kind of vibe and a whole more outdoor kind of feel. Uh, the airport at Phuket, as soon as you land, it feels a lot smaller than Bangkok does. It feels a lot more quaint. Me personally, I never arrived in the international side of the airport, so I'm not 100% sure. I came to the domestic area, which to me felt very easy. Security, everything was quite easy, and I had no issues at all. Landing into Phuket, the scenery, it's breathtaking, especially when you're coming from north. Flying over Krabi area is particularly special landing into Phuket, whereas in Thailand it's a lot more typical of a descent or approach into a country. It feels rural, and then you start to see the city, and then you see other plains. And yeah, Bangkok is what Bangkok is. Bangkok is a sensory overload. It literally feels as though like it has the biggest energy ever. Like it feels as though, as soon as you land, you're overwhelmed. Like you could land super sleepy, super tired, super jet lagged, but as soon as you touch the city, that all goes away until the next day, and then you're sleeping for the next day. You get super excited. There's so many things to do. It's connected by a massive SkyTrain and metro, which is not available in Phuket, so it's quite easy to get around Bangkok as well. The energy, like I said, is much bigger in Bangkok, and it's more modern mixed with traditional values as well. So it does feel as though you're starting an adventure immediately as soon as you get to Bangkok. So Phuket welcomes you and Bangkok attacks your senses, if that makes sense, but in the best way possible. In my opinion, Phuket is perfect for relaxation and Bangkok is perfect for excitement. So you can decide whether or not that suits your sort of personality. To think about cost. So accommodation in Bangkok compared to Phuket, you have a much wider price range in Bangkok. There's a lot more areas to stay in. Every different area gives you a different vibe, so there's a lot more options when it comes to Airbnbs or hotels. Whereas with Phuket, it's slightly more expensive. So the hotels and the accommodations I found in Phuket, the ones that are on the main beaches, Karan Beach, Patang Beach, and the other beaches, they're all quite expensive compared to Bangkok, which is no means, super expensive. Some of them are, obviously, some of them are 5-star resorts, but you can find an affordable place near to the beach in Phuket as well, if you look hard enough. So Phuket, the cost of transportation kind of adds up in Phuket because like there's no there's no BTS and there's no metro. So you end up catching Grab or using boat quite often, and it's Phuket is like mountainous island. So whilst you might not be traveling very far in distance, you're going up mountains, coming down hills. So it takes quite long to go where you're going, and usually it ends up costing quite a bit to get around. So in Phuket, I would recommend, if you're able to, as a solo traveler especially, rent a motorbike or rent a bike to help you get around. It will save you lots of money, and with a 3,000 baht deposit, you can get a bike for about 250 baht a day. And then you can go all over Phuket. Uh, so the BTS does save you money. The BTS for a day, I think it was 70 baht or somewhere. Don't quote me on that. I'll put the price down here. But the BTS, you can get a day pass, and that day pass allows you to travel all on the BTS all day. Um, Same with MRT, which is the underground or the metro. So they're more affordable local options when it comes to like with stay, food, and just general amenities in Bangkok. There's a 7-Eleven at every single corner. There is in Phuket as well, but you do usually have to take a means of transportation if you're not on the beach. If you're on the beach, yeah, you can walk around, no problem. It's easy. But let's say you're staying in central Phuket and you want to go visit the beach, it does take about 20 to 30 minutes from central Phuket to get to most of the beaches on the eastern side of the island, or I should say on the western. It does take some time to get to the beaches on the western side of the island if you're staying in central Phuket. So I'll keep that in mind if you're considering where to stay. But in central Phuket you get more of a Portuguese vibe. So the buildings are reminiscent of Portuguese architecture, which is quite interesting. It's very beautiful. It's great for photo opportunities. And obviously, the beach is always going to be the beach. Loads of activities, loads of paragliding, skydiving, parasailing, jet skis. There's a bunch of stuff to do in Phuket when it comes to the beaches. If you want to have a lot of excitement, you can go to Bangla Road, which is the main walking street, and Patong Beach, and that's like the main hub of excitement in Phuket. Otherwise, if you want to take it easy, I'll check out Karon Beach. Karon Beach is a nice area for just relaxing and kicking back, and it's a beautiful beach as well. So I'll check it out. For Bangkok, there's countless numbers of things to do, like sky bars, water parks, night markets, theme parks. The options are endless in Bangkok, to be fair. I highly doubt you can do everything in Phuket in a week or two, but in Bangkok, definitely, like you can explore Bangkok for months and you still find new things every single time you step outside of your house. So Bangkok is, in my opinion, the better place when it comes to cost, because there's more variety, there's more options, there's more things to do. It's less tourist centric, but don't discount Phuket, because Phuket is beautiful as well. The topography of the land and the island itself is very, very unique and very beautiful. So yeah, I expect both are cheap, both can be cheap, but it's surprising how quickly small costs add up in Phuket. Everything in Phuket adds up quite quick, and that's something I didn't really experience in Bangkok. In Bangkok, you can have 200, 300 baht, and that can get you a nice lunch and maybe some dinner as well. So yeah, I'd give the title to Bangkok in this regard. If you're gonna consider like getting around in Phuket, one of the biggest pros is the scenery. Every drive in Phuket is scenic. Like you usually just happen to come across elephants at the side of the road as a sanctuary, or driving past a Buddha temple, which is quite. You can see the same in Bangkok. There's still temples in Bangkok, but in Phuket the vibe is just different. It's just more of it's just more of an island vibe with temples and the same opportunities to visit temples as in Bangkok. But some of the cons with Phuket is that you're gonna need to get a Grab quite often. It's way less walkable, like I mentioned before, and there's limited public transportation in Phuket. Bangkok, you got the BTS, you got the MRT, you got the airport rail link, you also got walkable neighborhoods. So yeah, the only con with Bangkok is that there's a lot of traffic. So unless you're jumping on the back of a scooter or a bike, expect to be stuck in traffic. Bangkok traffic is ridiculous, trust me, it's ridiculous. But ironically, it's much easier to get around Bangkok. So I'll give getting around to Bangkok. Food-wise, bro, Phuket is like the king of seafood. Phuket, you can have beachfront dining, beachfront lunch. There's so many seafood options. Like, if you love fresh seafood, like Phuket is the place to be. They're great southern Thai dishes. They're also, like I said, more tourist-centric, like restaurants as well. So Phuket, in my opinion, has great opportunities to experience southern part of Thailand and what it has to offer from a foodie perspective is the seafood. Everything is cooked fresh in front of you. Most of it is even still alive before you even order it. So yeah, I definitely consider Phuket if you're a real seafood lover. Bangkok, there's endless varieties in Bangkok. There's street food everywhere. Like, you can literally step outside your house and you'll be bombarded with 3, 4, 5, 6 different street food vendors, and then you can still choose to go to a restaurant if you wanted to, and you can still choose to go to an American style restaurant if you want to. So Bangkok has loads of different options, from local to international cuisine, as you would expect from a big city like Bangkok, right? So yeah, and every local neighborhood is packed with tons of hidden gems. Like, you'll be walking around like Kunburi, where I was staying, and there'll be so many Thai people enjoying like their neighborhood and just like having meals until like 3 a.m. in the morning. So it's just a sensory overload. It's just excitement in itself, just experiencing Thailand from a local perspective, being in Bangkok, because every single day feels different in Bangkok. So taking that into consideration, like, Phuket had some fantastic meals, but Bangkok made me feel as though I could spend like 6 months there and still not try every single dish. So for me, food goes to Bangkok, without a doubt. Bangkok wins it when it comes to food. Vibe and energy. So if you're going to talk about the vibe and the energy, Phuket definitely feels like a relaxing vacation. It feels like slow. There's slow mornings, slow sunsets. It's just very mindful. It's just very relaxing. You feel very peaceful. It's just a better vibe for someone that wants to get away from a busy city. It's just really nice to be in Phuket. And there are loads of, especially like in Rawai, there are loads of detox and wellness retreats and Muay Thai training facilities. So Phuket is a place that you can go to and literally reinvent yourself if you wanted to. You could take your health seriously. You can take your cardiovascular activities way more seriously. Like, everything is like tailor-made to you in Phuket. So like, for example, in the Rawai area, you'll be driving on the side of the roads and all of the local vendors are now selling smoothies with whey protein inside of them. So they're adapting to the areas and giving, I guess, the tourists, and I'm sure Thais as well, locals as well, what they want. So in certain areas in Rawai, it's difficult to find greasy street food. And you could go like a couple miles up the road to like central Phuket and there's street food everywhere, right? So keeping that in mind, the slow pace of Phuket, the different options. I know I already spoke about food and I just spoke about food again, but the slow pace of Phuket and the options to like reinvent yourself, that's something to take into consideration in itself. Whereas in Bangkok, like, there's more of a feeling of possibility, like discovery, like organized chaos. Like, this is the place that you want to go to if you just want to be if you want to be curious, if you want to just figure out what's next, if you want to try to, just get lost, Bangkok is the place to be. Phuket helps you switch off, but Bangkok makes you curious, and that's the best way to put it. Like, Bangkok makes you so curious. It makes you want to explore even the outskirts of Bangkok and get out of the city center itself, right? So, something that I felt when I was in Bangkok for sure. So it depends on your personality for this one. I'm not sure which one I'd choose because they both have perfect vibes. They both have an amazing vibe, and I love them both. So, are you trying to escape your life, or are you trying to experience something, completely different? Like, that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. So you can decide on that one. For solo travel, some pros that I've realized about Phuket: it's easy going and it's less overwhelming. Whereas in Bangkok, it's easy to blend in and it's constantly stimulating. So cons wise in Phuket, it's better suited for couples and groups. Phuket is more of a romantic island, and most of the people are usually in groups, friends groups, traveling around and enjoying themselves. So, taking that into consideration, Phuket is more easy. Phuket is like easier going and less overwhelming as a solo traveler. But it is better suited for couples, in my opinion. And it can feel isolated if you're a solo traveler in some aspects, because there aren't very many solo travelers around. Whereas in Bangkok, it's so easy to be solo in Bangkok. Like, the stimulation, the dopamine that you're constantly getting is constantly rewarding you. So you constantly want to be by yourself. You constantly want to discover. You have more opportunities to meet people a lot more naturally as well, and it can feel intense, like instantly. So in Phuket, it feels like if everyone is on a honeymoon, and in Bangkok, nobody cares that you're alone and you can find loads of people. So for me, for solo travel, Bangkok is number one. Bangkok is number one. I'm excited to be going back this afternoon because, I'm going to get lost in Bangkok all over again. And I've been in Phuket for the last week. So what about things to do? Like, Phuket has loads of island hopping, loads of beaches, loads of snorkeling, loads of viewpoints, loads of water activities. That's what Phuket is all about. Whereas Bangkok is markets, temples, food tours, cafes, shopping, hidden neighborhoods, canal tours. Like, Phuket gives you unforgettable moments, but Bangkok gives you like endless options. Like I just listed them. Bangkok has endless options. Like, Phuket will be stuck in your mind forever. Like, you do things in Phuket and you'll be like, wow, I just drove down this crazy hill, and the topography on the way down is something that I've never seen in my life. Whereas in Bangkok, the options are crazy. In one day, you can experience so much in Bangkok, unless you get super tired, because Bangkok is a place that just keeps on giving. So to me, when it comes to activities, I like water sports and I like the beach. I like extremes, and I do like city vibes. So it's a tie to me. Like, Phuket is quality over quantity, but Bangkok, quantity is surprisingly quality, if that makes sense. So, in a final round, who should you choose? What should you choose? Choose Phuket if you need relaxation. Choose Phuket if you want beaches. Choose Phuket if you're traveling as a couple, or choose Phuket if you want like a resort holiday. Choose Bangkok if you love cities. Choose Bangkok if you love discovering hidden gems. Choose Bangkok if you're solo traveling. So choose it if you want value for money, and also if you like trying new experiences. So my honest verdict, if I only had 3 days in Thailand, I'd probably choose Phuket. But if I had like a week or more time, if I was solo traveling, I'd definitely choose Bangkok. Both places are beautiful. As a Caribbean fella, I enjoy both. I love the city vibes and I love the ocean. So yeah, it's up to you. But just come without regrets. Visit Thailand without regrets. Solo with a group, just visit. It's worth it. 110%. It's worth it. So big up yourself, guys. One love. And I've got a flight to catch.